My name's Dina Holder, and I've had treatment from Jason Smithson. And the reason I went for Jason and actually came to this dental practice is because I'd had recommendations from a couple of friends, and that was really good because that's reassuring. Although I can see adverts on, Facebook and Instagram, etc. Just knowing people that I know who've been and who've said great things about this practice, that was really helpful. So the reason I wanted to look at the bonding process was because my front teeth were irregular. They were wearing down slightly at the bottom, and I have always had a bit of a line across them, and I just felt that it would be great to have them sort of looking as good as they could do. So I came here and started the consultation process. When I first came to the practice, I saw Damien McNee, and he was so friendly and so professional and really thorough. So I liked him instantly, which is great because I need to trust the person that I'm working with. And I signed up for him to become my dentist, and signed up for the hygienist here, who was absolutely brilliant as well. So I was really impressed with all of the services that I've had. And I spoke to Damien about how and what and why, and he was really supportive and didn't push me at all. Said that it could be done, it would look really good, and that I might want to consider talking to Jason or meeting Jason Smithson to talk about actually the composite bonding, because Damien told me that Jason was absolutely top class. So I was really intrigued and thought, yep, I'll go for that one. It was really interesting as well when I was actually thinking about what to do and whether to do it. I had a really great conversation with Penny, I think, who's the practice manager, and she was really clear very early on because I talked with her about composite bonding, and she explained to me the process and the cost, and also mentioned that there was interest-free approach if you wanted to use it. And when I thought about it, I thought actually I did want the treatment, and it was great to be able to spread the cost over several months, and it was super easy. So the staff here were just made it easy, and it's a really good value, so it doesn't cost me any extra, and I'm able to spread the cost over the months ahead, and I know each month what I've got to pay, and I haven't had to use my savings, which is great. So it's a win-win really. When I was coming to get the treatment, it had been explained to me that it would take a long time, and that I could, if I needed a break, I could have a break, and that it would, they'd listen to me and my needs. And I'd already had a consultation with Jason Smithson, who was lovely. So he kind of made me feel at ease. And so when I came for the actual treatment, I was a bit nervous, but actually felt quite confident. And I have to say that he was just so gentle, and it was quite a long procedure, but it was so gentle, I didn't really know anything was happening. He was just very skilled and patient, and took his time because he wanted to get it right, and kept checking with me that I was fine, and I was fine. And I was told that I'd be quite sore afterwards maybe, but I wasn't really sore at all. I was really happy. So it was a good experience, and I needn't have really been nervous at all. So I had both my front teeth made better really, and they look great. I'm really happy with them. They're so good because they look like my own, but better. And so my husband, who wasn't particularly, was a bit dubious, why am I doing it? And he just thinks they look great, and he said, yeah, that's a good decision. I made a good decision. And my sister just came to stay this weekend and hadn't seen them. And she just looked at me and said, wow, you look really great. And she said, oh, yeah, your teeth are really lovely. So not many people have noticed, because that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be obvious. I just wanted it to feel like a kind of slightly nicer, better version of me. And I think that's what I've got. So I'm really happy. The whole process has been great. I think the Wadebridge Dental Care is a great practice. I moved here because I didn't feel I was getting the best service that I could get, actually. And I feel like I am getting a top-class service, and I definitely would recommend this practice to friends, family. Yeah. recommend it. I guess if I was thinking about a message for anybody, I'd say just talk, come and talk. I had quite a long conversation with Penny, the manager here, practice manager, before I even spoke to any of the dentists and the technicians. And she was really reassuring, and I have to say that there was no pressure at all, because I know that I could have had probably a much more invasive treatment and much greater treatment, but I had exactly what I wanted and nobody pushed me to have any further treatment. I know I can, and I would feel confident to do so actually, so I may well explore that in the future.